An eyeless power that sees no more its aim, a restless, hungry energy of will. Life cast her send in the body's indolent mold. It woke from happy torpor a blind force, compelling it to sense and seek and feel.
So I got two little problems here.
Okay.
Indolent.
Indolent.
Indolent. Indolent. First syllable. Indolent.
Indolent.
Yes. And then, of course, torpor. Torpor.
So R you should not pronounce, is it? The last R? Torpor.
No, torpor. Tor-
Torpor. Torpor. Okay.
yeah.
Torpor.
So we have this eyeless power that doesn't see any longer its aim. And eyeless here is understood in a way that is blind or sightless, or even sometimes without eyes. So it's an eyeless power. In this case, it has eyes, but it's blind, that sees no more its aim. A restless, hungry energy of will. So it wants something, but it can't see what it wants. It is a power. It's clear that it's a power, an eyeless power, but it cannot see its aim, and yet it has a restless, hungry energy of will. And it's the kingdoms of the little life that we're going through. And we see that life cast her seed in the body's indolent mold. Something that's indolent is lazy,
Mhm.
or slothful, or idle. But it woke, that's past tense, it woke from happy torpor. The torpor here is lethargy or,
Okay.
or apathy. So from that, it woke a blind force. And then what happened? Well, it compelled it, compelling it to sense and seek and feel. So we can see that this has happened now. It was eyeless, and yet it was a power, and it compelled this blind force, which was happy also. Well, actually, the torpor, the
Lethargy.
apathy was happy, but it woke from this happy torpor a blind force, energy, a blind strength. And so Sri Aurobindo says, force is nothing but the power of being in motion. That's force. And compelling it to sense and seek and feel. You see how important the word and is here to get that D at the end. Okay, so we carry on.
In the enormous labor of the void, perturbing with her dreams the vast routine,
It's
and
perturbing, perturbing,
pertur-
perturb,
perturbing,
perturbing, yes.
perturbing. Okay.
It's greatly disturbing.
Perturbing. Okay. Perturbing. Okay. Okay. Perturbing with her dreams the vast routine and dead roll of a slumbering universe, the mighty prisoner struggled for release.
Yes, it's very interesting
Mhm.
seeing this in this enormous labor of the void. Oh, what is this labor of the void? Well, it's the condition of movement.
Okay.
Everything is movement,
Mhm.
and its existence, pure and simple. And it is disturbing greatly, perturbing with her dreams, this life force, the vast routine, and the dead roll of a slumbering universe. It just seems like the universe is rolling around, but it's asleep.
Mhm.
And then the mighty prisoner life struggled for release.
So, mighty prisoner here, is it people on Earth, or are these
This is
like separate planets in the universe?
it's the little life,
Life, okay.
the little life,
Little life, okay, okay, okay.
and that's our Canto.
Yes, yes, yes. Makes sense. Yes. Okay. Alive with her yearning woke the sorry. Alive with her yearning woke the inert cell. In the heart she kindled a fire of passion and need. Amid the deep calm of inanimate things arose her great voice of toil and prayer and strife.
So what we have here now is this life. It's alive with her yearning, and therefore she woke the inert cell. So we have to read it alive with her yearning, woke the inert cell.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Very powerful.
In the heart, she kindled a fire of passion and need amid the deep calm of inanimate things. In other words, things that have no life force in them, supposedly. The stone, the clay, arose amid this deep calm, arose her great voice, life, life's great voice of toil and prayer and strife. Because in the ignorance, there is always toil, and there are always opposites, prayer and strife, and good and bad, and hatred and love.
Mhm.
So this little life now is going to be groping for something. Carry on.
A groping consciousness in a voiceless world, a guideless sense was given her for her road. Thought was withheld, and nothing now she knew, but all the unknown was hers to feel and clasp.
And so when there is nothing of the mind in this world of existence,
Mhm.
she's groping around. She wants to find something in this puzzling, voiceless world.
Mhm.
But what was given to her was a guideless sense, and that was given to her for her path, her road. And then he has a semicolon to tell us that thought was withheld, and therefore she didn't know anything. But all the unknown was hers to do what? To feel and clasp. Ah. Well, we're on next page now.
134. Yep. obeying the push of unborn things towards birth, out of her seal of insentient life she broke, in her substance of unthinking, mute soul strength that cannot utter what its depths divine awoke a blind necessity to know.
So that blind necessity wants to know,
Mhm.
and that will need the mind. So let's look at the words now.
Okay.
Very, very important to know that, you see. So this little life is obeying the push of unborn things towards birth. She's obeying this out of her.
Narad sir, oh, sorry.
Yes.
Narad sir, by unborn things, do we mean unborn is avatar, immortal, or unborn is inanimate things here?
Well, actually, neither. Um, the real sense of the word, for me at least, um, there are things that are not yet born yet.
Oh.
There, there are beings, there are people, there are animals, there are all kinds of things that are not born yet. And
Mhm.
so she is obeying the push of unborn things
Okay.
because there is that evolutionary movement
Mhm.
that wants to come into birth. So this life force here, this kingdom of the little life, is wanting to help or break out that possibility.
Mhm.
So out of her seal of insentient life, she broke. So insentient here, of course, is without feeling
Mhm.
or sensation
Right.
or consciousness and inanimate, therefore. So she's obeying this push of unborn things who want to be born. And out of her seal of insentient life, she broke out of it in her substance of unthinking, mute soul strength. Well, it's a silent soul strength that cannot utter what its steps divine. And here the word divine means to perceive by intuition
Oh, okay.
or insight.
Mhm.
This is why we have to go so carefully through
Yes.
Sri Aurobindo's words.
Mhm.
It has nothing to do with the divine.
Yes. It's very true.
So we come to the last sentence then. That cannot utter what its steps into it awoke a blind necessity to know. So now she wants to know. She's obeying this push of unborn things that want to be born. She's breaking out of this seal of insentient life, and she has a substance of mute soul strength, but it cannot utter as yet what it steps into it, and therefore a blind necessity to know awoke.
Totally makes sense. Okay. The chain that bound her, she made her instrument. Instinct was her, the chrysalis of truth,
Chrysalis,
chrysalis,
chrysalis.
chrysalis. Okay, we go back. Okay. Instinct was her, the chrysalis of truth, and effort and growth and striving nescience.
So we know now she wants to break out. She
Mhm,
wants to she wants to make this chain that has bound her, this chain of utter impossibility. She
mhm,
had to break out of, we read a few lines before.
mhm,
Now she makes it her instrument. Semicolon. Instinct was hers, the chrysalis of truth. And a chrysalis is, we know with the butterfly, it's the hard sheath that keeps the lava protected.
mhm.
And then the butterfly emerges. So this chrysalis of truth is actually a protected stage of development.
Okay.
Very a protected stage of development.
Mhm,
So she has this instinct, which is the protected stage of development, the chrysalis of truth. So what happens next? She also has effort and growth. Well, actually, that you have to go back to that line because instinct was hers, comma, the chrysalis of truth, comma, and effort and growth and striving nescience. So pay special attention to those D's of and. Okay, now we have to continue again.
sure. Inflicting on the body desire and hope, imposing on unconscious consciousness, she brought into matters dull tenacity, her anguish claim to her lost sovereign right, her tireless search, her vexed, uneasy heart, her wandering, unsure steps, her cry for change.
Yeah, you have one mispronunciation.
Mhm.
Vexed, vexed,
Vexed, vexed.
vexed. If I'm vexed with something, I'm disturbed, I'm troubled.
Oh, okay, vexed. Okay.
And here her heart is uneasy and vexed. So we have to go through each word again. Inflicting on the body desire and hope. Now, what does that mean, inflicting here? It means laying on the body desire and hope, imposing on inconscience consciousness, comma. She brought into matters dull tenacity, and tenacity is
The ability to perceive.
firmness of purpose.
Uh-huh.
Her anguished claim, it's anguish, it's suffering, it's very seriously suffering. We would call anguish excruciating, acute distress. So she has an anguished claim to her lost sovereign right. So if everything is divine, then that also is divine. And she has an anguished claim to that lost sovereign right. Her tireless search, her vexed, uneasy heart, her wandering, unsure steps, her cry for change. This is so important. She
Mhm.
wants this change. Yes, her steps are unsure and they're wandering like mine and everybody else's. We're crying for change.
Mhm. Got it. Adorer of a joy without a name, in her obscure cathedral of delight.
Cathedral,
Cathedral.
cathedral.
Cathedral. Okay. In her obscure cathedral of delight, to dim dwarf gods, she offers secret rites.
That's a very important line because she doesn't know the name of what she is adoring. She's adoring a joy, and that joy has no name. And now, in her obscure cathedral, the cathedral in the West
Mhm,
is very, very large and
mhm,
important church with
mhm,
great architectural beauty.
mhm,
But unfortunately, she's offering to dim dwarf gods secret rites. She doesn't know the divine. She's adorer of a joy without a name, and she's living in this kind of obscure cathedral of delight. Yes, there's delight because she's releasing her vexed, uneasy heart, and her tireless search is starting to yield something. But she's in this obscure cathedral of delight, and therefore she's offering to dim dwarf gods secret rites. Mother told us when she went into some of these cathedrals,
mhm.
you remember this? She saw at the very top a gigantic spider that was sucking up all the prayers of the people who came down below praying. And then once in a while, she'd go into a small, tiny little church, and it was pure. It's very interesting what Mother tells us.
Wow.
Yeah,
So, Narad sir, what does that big spider symbolize?
Uric force,
Oh,
sucking up all the prayers. Prayers are not allowed to get through to the divine because that spider is hanging there. Or it's shaking. I know it's shocking. It's very shocking. Yeah. So I guess we have to begin reading, and sorry to have to end on that, but
no, 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 that's fine.
still so much more
Mm.
in this passage. So let's go back to 133.
Yes. Yes. An eyeless power that sees no more its aim, a restless, hungry energy of will. Life cast her seed in the body's indolent mold.
Indolent,
Indolent,
not dull, but indolent.
indolent.
Very short O, indolent.
Okay. Life cast her seed in body's indolent mode.
Good.
It woke from happy torpor a blind force, compelling it to sense and seek and feel.
Yeah, but it's not sense in the as a noun. It's a verb, compelling it to sense and seek and feel.
Compelling it to sense and seek and feel.
Yes.
In the enormous labor of the void, perturbing with her dreams the vast routine and dead roll of a slumbering universe, the mighty prisoner struggled for release. Alive with her yearning woke, sorry, alive with her yearning woke the inert cell. In the heart she kindled a fire of passion and need. Amid the deep calm of inanimate things arose her great voice of toil and prayer and strife,
Very good.
a groping consciousness is a voiceless world. A guideless sense was given her for her road. Thought was withheld, and nothing now she knew. But all the unknown was hers to feel and clasp. Obeying the push of unborn things towards birth, out of her seal of insentient life she broke in her substance of unthinking, mute soul strength that cannot utter what its depths divine
I would say rather that cannot, not cannot, but cannot.
cannot,
That cannot, oh, that cannot
cannot
utter what its depths divide.
divine, that cannot, okay, cannot, that
Yes,
cannot utter what its depths divine awoke a blind necessity to know. The chain that bound her, she made her instrument.
yes, but the chain that bound her, she made her instrument.
The chain that bound her, she made her instrument.
Yes,
Instinct was hers, the chrysalis of truth and effort and growth and striving nescience, inflicting on the body desire and hope, imposing on inconscience consciousness. She brought into matters dull tenacity, her anguished claim to her lost sovereign right, her tireless search, her vexed, uneasy heart, her wandering, unsure steps, her cry for change. Adorer of a joy without a name, in her obscure cathedral of delight, to dim dwarf gods, she offers secret rites. I think that's where we stopped.
yes.
Yeah.
A difficult passage, but you read it very well.
Thank you, Narad sir.
We
You
keep
made it
working
easy.
on the pronunciations, but you're reading very well.
Thank you, Narad sir. Thanks a lot. You're making a lot of change in my life. And Narad sir, Monday is my birthday. So please, I need your blessings.
Oh, certainly. Let us concentrate a moment
Sure.
and we invoke the Mother for you.
Thank you so much, Narad sir. Thank you so much. You're like a divine blessing in my life, Narad sir. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you. Namaste. You have a great week ahead.